there, this is Dr. Stuart Yachts from Bannockburn Chiropractic and Physical Therapy. Again, here with Mary Pat Wallace from the Luxury Bed Collection. And we're going to talk today about mattresses and are they the right fit for you? How does your BMI play a factor? How does your sleep posture play a factor? Do you have low back pain? Do you have shoulder pain? All things related to sleep. Now, I know Mary Pat are good-looking people, but I know you're all focused on that full, beautiful moon that's right behind us. So Mary Pat, why don't you talk about why you have that hanging up there in the showroom and what it means?
Thank you, Stuart. So it's a great question. And I think probably when people come in and talk to you and you use both imagery of the spine and the skeleton and getting people to understand how with posture, right, and exercises and things, how you keep things, your spine in a neutral position. We love this image because 9 out of 10 people that call want a firm bed. They want to know how many we have and if we have firm and extra firm. And once they come in, because this is what the world talked about 50 years ago, if you had a bad back, an orthopedic would say, stick a board between your box spring and your mattress, firmer's better. And today the world has changed. Both in chiropractic, naturopathy, orthopedics, they now look at the whole body. And this image is amazing because it actually shows, if you look at her spine, it's in a neutral position. She has no pressure on any of her discs, but to accomplish that, her hip needs to be in the mattress and so does her shoulder. And so if she were on a firm bed, her hip would be pushed up and her shoulder would be like this. So this is part of like having the experience. So I would love you to give this a try.
Absolutely.
I know you've had some conversations with Henry, but now you get to do it the Mary Pat way.
Oh, okay. All right. So which bed is this?
So this is a Heston's 2000T in a medium tension.
Medium. All right.
So we start on this, and Stuart's a side sleeper, so he goes right to the side. And having Stuart start to think about how his hip feels and his shoulder, being a side sleeper. So the two things, Stuart, is if you could make a couple of comments on how does it feel? Do you feel pressure? Do you get that twinge, or is it feeling like when you have the right pressure relief, it almost allows you to relax faster?
I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've ever felt a bed like this. Even the bed I have at home, this feels way more comfortable. I don't feel any pressure or tension on my shoulder, which I have some issues with, or my hip. It feels great.
So that's exactly what we want to hear. And you'd be surprised, Stuart, at how many people have never had the experience that you're experiencing. It's one of the most difficult things to talk about in marketing in general is a feel. Because a feel has to be experienced. You can use words to describe something, but not until someone's had the real experience and their body's felt it, can they understand why these mattresses are so different.
Yeah, this feels fantastic.
So let's put you on one more tension up, which is the firm.
The firm.
So come in and try the firm. And in the same way, Stuart, think about again how the hip feels and the shoulder in relation to your neck.
I can feel already what I'm doing is I'm rolling off of my shoulder. When I kind of roll onto it, I can feel it jamming up, and even in my hip, it's uncomfortable. It's definitely too firm.
So I love the comment because we hear that about rolling off the shoulder when you feel the pressure. So most people are on beds that are too firm and they're side sleepers. What happens is you start to get numbness in your arm and that pinch between your shoulder and your neck. So the way to relieve that pressure is you're either rolling off to your back or you're rolling onto your stomach. And that's why when someone comes in and they say, I start on my side but I end on my stomach, it's because they're on a bed that's too firm.
That's interesting. Why would someone need a firm versus a medium or even a soft?
So we had a short conversation about this earlier because you do talk to your patients about BMI, which is body mass index, and there are charts that you have and we have, talks about height and weight. So for example, the person that's my height but weighs 175 is on a different tension that someone who's my height and 105. So I think it's understanding. I had a surgeon in here once who was 6'2" and probably 165, 170 dripping wet, right? And he actually fell in love with the soft. So he was a side sleeper, and he said when he would wake up in the middle of the night because he'd get numbness. And he said to me, I'm a surgeon. This is the one thing that can't happen. He came into the store and he fell asleep on his side on a soft for 2 hours. We left him alone. But when he woke up, he said he felt there was no numbness. He felt great. And so that's the BMI comes into play with the tension and the type of sleeper you are.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I hope you guys found that informational, very informative. I sure did. If you have any questions, please, you can feel free to reach us at Bannockburn Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, banchiro.com, 847-236-1194, or you can reach Mary Pat at
312-527-5337, or at theluxurybedcollection.com, where you can book an appointment or come in 7 days a week. We're here all the time.
And next week, we're going to talk about pillows, the other important question we get asked in our office. Thank you for watching and have a great day.